Sandra is my name. My age is 32. I'm in a major metropolis. However, I lead a pretty tiny existence. I'm employed in a library. It's a tiny library. Books are silent, and I adore them. I enjoy calm things. I lead a pretty calm life. Perhaps it's too silent. I reside in an apartment complex. I live in a tiny flat. It's an old structure. The walls are flimsy. I occasionally hear noises. I can hear what my neighbors are saying. They converse, they stroll, they watch television. However, I am by myself. I live by myself. I eat by myself. I sleep by myself. The silence doesn't bother me. It's all right most of the time. Upstairs, a man resides. He resides above me on the floor. Bobby is his name. Bobby is a good dude. He is said to be kind. He's 40 years old. However, he appears older. He appears quite worn out. His expression is dejected. His eyes are dejected. He moves quite slowly. He has an elderly gait. Bobby's wife passed away last year. She passed away. He is also by himself now. His ring is still on him. The ring is made of gold. It's his wedding band. It's visible on his hand. Every morning I see him. We cross paths in the corridor. The corridor is lengthy. It's silent in the hallway. He gives me a glance. I give him a look. He says, "Hello." He speaks in a low voice. I say, "Hello." That's all. We don't talk more. We head to the office. I occasionally smell tea. His apartment is the source of the odor. It has a black tea scent. It smells strongly. It smells good. Mom enjoyed drinking black tea. Every day she drank it. 3 years ago, my mother passed away. I really do miss her. The aroma of her tea is something I miss. Bobby comes to mind when I smell her tea. Bobby's door is made of wood. The wood is outdated. Brown is the color of the wood. The door has a mat. It's a tiny mat. Welcome is written on the mat, but nobody shows up. Nobody comes to see him. The door remains shut. It's really depressing. I'm hiding something. It's a secret about Bobby. I hold it close to my heart. My heart beats quickly as a result. I keep it a secret. I keep it a secret from my friends. I keep it a secret from my sister. I don't tell anyone. I keep it a secret. 2 months ago, the secret began. Monday was the day. It was a chilly morning. I was in my flat. It was quite early. There was a sound. Upstairs was where the noises originated. It originated in Bobby's room. I heard him sobbing. In his apartment, he sobbed. It was a quiet sound. However, the walls are flimsy. I heard it. The sound was depressing. The sound sounded lonely. I was deeply saddened by that. My desire was to assist him. I had something to say. However, I had no idea how. I had no idea what to do. We are merely neighbors. We're not pals. I'm a timid individual. He is a reserved individual. I was unable to knock on his door. I was too terrified. So, I began keeping my secret. I came up with a strategy. I do something each week. I take a little action. When no one is around, I do it. I drop stuff off at his door. I leave little things behind. I leave nice things behind. I started by writing a note. I grabbed a sheet of paper. I grabbed a pen. I penned 5 words. I did not write my name. You are not alone. I signed it as neighbor. I ascended the steps. There was silence on the stairs. I approached his door. I placed the message beneath the door. My hands trembled. I felt afraid. I bolted back to my room. It was hot on my face. My heart was pounding. I shut my door. I held out. The following day arrived. Bobby was in the hallway when I noticed him. Nothing took place. He did not mention the note when he responded, "Hello." I replied, "Hello." Perhaps he didn't notice it. Perhaps he discarded it. Perhaps he didn't give a damn. However, I gave him a glance. I noticed a different thing. He had straight shoulders. They weren't stooped. He gave me a look. He didn't glance at the ground. He nearly grinned. Just a tiny amount. I felt hopeful about this. Perhaps the note was helpful. So I went on. I continued. I also left a note. The following week I left it. I then left one more. Simple words at all times. No name at all. It's Monday once more now. I'm at my door. I have a fresh note in my hand. The paper is white. It's blue ink. I go upstairs and read the letter. Today will be good. It's dark in the hallway. Nobody is present. It's quite silent. At Bobby's door, I stoop down. I tuck the message beneath the door. Then I hear something. Footsteps are audible. Someone arrives. I'm afraid. I quickly get to my feet. I get up too quickly. I let go of my keys. Hold on, clang. The sound produced by the keys is loud. The hallway reverberates with the sound. I hold off. My heart is racing, but nobody shows up. The corridor remains unoccupied. I grab my keys. I head back downstairs. I'm secure. My secret is secure. For the time being, the following Tuesday arrives. I hold out for the elevator. It's morning. I had to leave for work. Soft noises come from my feet on the ground. The structure is silent. The elevator shows up. The door opens. Bobby remains still. He has 2 bags in his hands. They are bags for groceries. They appear bulky. Bread is in one bag. Vegetables are in the other sack. He seemed worn out. I keep the door open for him. He gives me a nod. His eyes are compassionate, but there's sadness in his eyes. "Good morning," he says. "Good morning," I respond. He enters the elevator. Together we stand. There's not much room. We don't communicate. The elevator rises slowly. I examine the figures. 1, 2, 3. The lights shift. Bobby examines his baggage. A carrot tumbles out. It lands on the ground. I take it up. I hand it on to him. "Thank you," he replies. He grinned. He has a narrow smile. His grin is depressing. His eyes are not reached by it. However, it is a grin. At his floor, the elevator stops. He leaves first. I go with him. 1 story up is where I reside. I inquire, "Do you need help?" I have a tiny voice. He comes to a halt. He gives me a glance. He is taken aback. He has never asked this question. I am aware of this. I observe people. People pass him by. They never cease. No, thank you, he replies. His hands tremble, but he says, I am fine. The bags weigh a much. I'd want to assist. However, he approaches his door. I notice something at his door. It's a novel thing. There is a tiny plant. It's a rose. It's a blue pot. It's a pink rose. However, the leaves appear parched. The edges of the leaves are dark. The rose is withering away. Bobby sets his stuff aside. He makes contact with the pot. His hand moves slowly. He examines the rose. His expression shifts. His face softens. My wife liked roses, he claims. I'm taken aback. These are brand new terms. He never discusses her. He never converses with anyone. It is a nice rose, I remark. Yes, he replies. He opens his door and says, but I forget to water it. He gives me another look. Thank you for your help, he replies. I did not help, I respond. You did, he replies. He brings his luggage inside and says, You stopped? You asked? The door shuts. I'm by myself in the hallway. By the door is the rose. Water is necessary for it. I head to my room upstairs. I consider the rose. I consider his dejected grin. I consider his spouse. I had trouble sleeping that night. I head to my kitchen. I grab a tiny cup. I pour water into it. I head downstairs. It's dark in the hall. Everybody goes to sleep. I douse the rose with water. It is quickly absorbed by the soil. The pot was really dry. I make contact with one leaf. It is more comfortable. Bobby's apartment is silent. He is asleep. He is unaware of the water. This is yet another secret. A tiny secret. However, it brings me joy. I'll see him tomorrow. We'll wish each other a good morning. We won't say anything more. However, I shall be aware of the water. Perhaps the rose will survive. It's Thursday night. It's raining. My window is hit by the rain. It's a quiet sound. I'm seated in my living room. I read a book. It's toasty in here. It's a brilliant lamp. I hear a sound late at night. A cough is heard. It originates upstairs. Bobby clears his throat. He coughs once more. And once more. It's a deep sound. The sound is harsh. I put my book down. I pay attention. The coughing ceases. It's all quiet. Too quiet. I'm concerned about him. He is by himself. He is not related to anyone here. When he becomes ill, what happens? Who assists him? No one assists him. I stroll over to my kitchen. I unlock my fridge. I peek within. Carrots are with me. I've got potatoes. I'm eating chicken. I'll make soup. Basic soup. I chopped the veggies. I made tiny cuts to them. I added them to the pot. I pour in some water. I season with salt. I season with pepper. The soup is cooking. It has a pleasant scent. It has a homey scent. This is how my mother cooked soup. When I was ill, she made it. Soup, she claimed, is beneficial for everything. I trust her. It takes an hour to prepare the soup. I hold off. Bobby comes to mind. Does he eat healthily? Is he a cook? Or does he just consume bread? The soup is prepared. I placed it in a bowl. The basin is heated. I put a dish over it. It maintains its warmth. I jot out a little note. I'm using a blue pen. I write 5 words. I don't write my name. From a neighbor, please be well. This is crucial. He doesn't have to know. Not quite yet. I go upstairs with the bowl. My heart is racing. There is nobody in the hallway. Excellent. Nobody notices me. I drop the bowl off at his door. It is situated on the ground. On top is the note. I make 2 knocks. Make a knock. Make a knock. There are gentle knocks. I then take off running. I dash down the steps. I enter my apartment. I shut the door. My hands tremble. It's hot on my face. Was he aware of the knocks? Is he going to open the door? Is he going to accept the soup? At my door, I listen. There's a sound. A door opens, and I hear it. It's his door. Footsteps are audible. Footsteps are slow. The door then shuts. He accepted the soup. Excellent. I had a good night's sleep. It stops raining. The structure is silent. Bobby no longer coughs. I open my door in the morning. I have a note waiting for me. It rests on my mat. The document has been folded. I take it up. My hands tremble once more. I carefully open it. The writing is well written. Thank you. The soup was perfect. Bobby is what it says, and he knows it was me. He is aware, of course. I reside beneath him. It's just me. I fold the message. I cling to it. He said these things to me for the first time. Real words. Not just hello. Kind words. I stored the note in my drawer. I protect it. This is the beginning of it. Bobby and I have a secret. 1 soup bowl. Just a little note. Just 1 thank you. However, I am aware that this is only the start. I'll do more tomorrow. I'll assist 1 more. He requires assistance. I must also give it. Sunday turns into a wonderful day for me. I get up early every Sunday. I brew hot tea. I purchase fresh bread. I take great care in preparing everything. I only left tea on the first Sunday. I placed it in a thermos. It is kept heated by the thermos. I penned a message. I put it at Bobby's door and said, "Sunday tea from a friend." I made 1 knock. I returned downstairs after that. I discovered his note later. The tea was wonderful. Thank you, neighbor. The second Sunday arrived. I added bread this time. The bread was fresh. It had a wonderful scent. I made 3 cuts. I used fresh paper to wrap them. I leave warm tea every Sunday. I leave fruit and bread behind. I occasionally add jam. I occasionally add butter. Little stuff, but positive things. When no one is around, I water the rose. Sunday mornings are peaceful. People go to bed late. The corridor remains unoccupied. For my covert work, it is ideal. Every week, the rows need watering. I have a tiny bottle with me. I carefully pour it. It is entirely consumed by the soil. Every time, the rose appears better. The foliage turns green. New foliage appears. More of the pink blossom opens. It now appears joyful. It appears to be alive. Every week, a fresh note is waiting for me. Bobby is now writing more words. He writes genuine messages, not simply thank you. The tea helps. Thank you. Sunday mornings are better now. Another message reads, "The bread reminds me of home." My wife bought the Bobby kind. This keeps happening week after week. We have a beet, I offer. He expresses gratitude. We don't ever get together. However, we are connected. Bobby has changed, in my opinion. He is now grinning more. Not broad grins, yet genuine ones. His eyes are less worn out. He is tall. He walks more quickly. He doesn't lower his shoulders. He appears more powerful. I spotted him outside one Sunday. He didn't notice me. I took cover behind a tree. He gave other plants water. He assisted an elderly woman with her belongings. I was pleased with this. It made my heart feel lighter. We both benefit from the secret. I have a purpose because of it. He finds solace in it. My secret spreads, similar to the rose. It becomes a part of my existence. My drawer is filled with notes. 10 notes, 15 notes, 20 notes. Every single one is unique. I occasionally read them at night. They bring a grin to my face. Your kindness saves my Sundays, someone remarks. The fruit was perfect, comments someone another. My name is unknown to him. I keep it a secret from him. It's wonderful to have a mystery. However, I am confident that this will change. Secrets are short-lived. We'll talk one day. Wednesday afternoon is problematic. I head to pick up my mail. The hallway contains the mailboxes. There are 2 neighbors standing there. Mrs. Miller and Mrs. Davis are their names. They used to be neighbors. They converse a lot. They haven't yet noticed me. I halt my stroll. I pay attention. They discuss Bobby. Poor man, remarks Mrs. Miller. 1 year alone now. He should move on, adds Mrs. Davis. It is too soon, Mrs. Miller responds. He needs to find someone new. 1 year is long enough, Mrs. Davis responds. His wife just died. He needs a woman. I feel terrible to my stomach. This is how they discuss him. Are they observing him? I saw food at his door. Mrs. Davis reports. Someone brings him things. Mrs. Miller asks, Really? Who? I do not know, Mrs. Davis responds. But someone likes him. I glance at the ground. My face is scorching. They are practically aware of my secret. I don't talk. I stay put. Maybe the girl upstairs, adds Mrs. Miller. They are referring to me when they say, she is single. My hands became chilly. I have to exercise caution. She is too young, Mrs. Davis remarks. And too quiet. People talk, says Mrs. Miller. This building is small, too small, Mrs. Davis concurs. Everyone knows everything. Silently, I leave. I don't receive my mail. I return upstairs. It feels like a lengthy set of steps. I feel like my legs are heavy. I see Bobby that night. In the washing room, he stands. He's doing laundry. He appears worn out once more. Hello, I say. Hello, he says. Mrs. Miller enters. She gives Bobby a look. She gives me a look. She has sparkling eyes. She gives me an odd smile. Hello, you two, she says. She is heard by Bobby. He remains silent. He averts his gaze. He observes his clothing spinning. The space seems cramped. Nice evening, says Mrs. Miller. Yes. I respond. Good for young people, she states. Bobby's expression shifts. Good for new starts. He knows what she means. The air seems dense. My clothes are done, Bobby declares. However, they are not finished. They continue to whirl. Nevertheless, he takes them. They're drenched. He departs quickly. Mrs. Miller observes him departure. Poor man, she remarks. So sad. Too soon for him. Yes, I reply. Too soon. My chest is constricted. People converse. People observe. People pass judgment. I didn't leave anything that evening. No tea. Nothing to eat. Nothing to say. I'm scared. What are people going to think? What are they going to say? But Sunday arrives. I can't stop. The tea is necessary for Bobby. He requires the generosity. I therefore leave early. It is 5 in the morning. Nobody gets up this early. The structure is asleep. I abandon the tea. I give the rose some water. I jot down my note. Do not listen to them. Take your time. His note is waiting till Monday. Thank you for understanding. People talk too much. Your tea helps more than they know. We both know. People observe us. However, we remain silent. We keep our secret safe. A storm arrives on Friday night. It rains heavily. There's a lot of wind. The sky is filled with lightning. The building trembles with thunder. Boom, boom. I am unable to fall asleep. The storm is too powerful. I'm standing beside my window. Water cascades through the glass. Then I notice it. The rose. The rose is struck by the wind. The stem breaks. The pink blossom drops. We have lost all of our work. The saucepan topples over. There is soil all over the place. I'm really depressed. Tomorrow, Bobby will see this. He will also be depressed. The rose held significance. Then I hear another sound. Upstairs, I hear a tiny cough. Bobby's cough is not the cause. It's a child's cough. It is crisp and elevated. The cough persists. Bobby gets a visit, perhaps his sister. A friend, perhaps. Their youngster is ill. This cough is familiar to me. It belonged to my younger cousin. She required medication. Warm oil was what she needed. Her mom gave her a chest rub. It made breathing easier for her. The cough worsens. Now the child is crying. Upstairs, I hear footsteps. A person moves back and forth. They have no idea what to do. I head to the restroom. I have drops in my cough. My oil is heated. Keep these, my mother remarked as she handed them to me. I put them in a bag and said, "You never know." I jot down a note for the child. Rub the chest with oil. 2 pills only. Every 4 hours. I add further words. Mix honey with warm water. It helps the throat. Keep the child warm. The storm is still raging. I put on my coat. I head upstairs. My hair is dripping with water. I drop the bag off at Bobby's door. I make one knock. I turn to leave. I don't hold out. I listen back in my apartment. The door opens. The bag is taken by someone. The door shuts. Time moves slowly. The storm is still going strong. However, the coughing ceases. The youngster ceases to cry. The apartment falls silent. It's morning. It stops raining. A dim sun emerges. I cautiously open my door. There's a lengthy note at my door. The page is filled with Bobby's writing. As I read, my hands tremble. "Dear neighbor," it reads, "your help saved our night. My niece was so sick. We did not know what to do. The oil worked. The pills helped. She sleeps now. She breathes well. My sister cries with relief. You are an angel. We cannot thank you enough, Bobby. I take a seat and take a breath. Tears well up in my eyes, joyful tears. I assist because of this, not to express gratitude. However, it is important. I head over to the window. Outside is the broken rose. However, that's okay. A new one can be planted. We may begin anew. This is what matters. We support one another during storms, in illness, in sorrow. We don't require names. All we need is kindness. The mystery goes on, but now it feels different. It feels more powerful. Tuesday arrives. It's warm and bright. The hallway is illuminated by the sun. I had a fruit basket with me. It contains apples. Oranges are present. It contains grapes. I ascend the stairs. My footsteps are silent. It feels like a heavy basket. I use both hands to grip it. I arrive at his door. I leave the basket outside his door. I gently put it down. The fruit has a lovely appearance. On top, red apples gleam. The door opens abruptly. It opens quickly, too quickly. I'm still stooping. My heart skips a beat. My head is flooded with blood. Bobby is in the doorway. He dresses in second-hand clothing. He has big eyes. He notices me. My face is virtually visible to him. His keys drop to the ground. Crash. They produce a loud noise. Wait, he says. However, I am unable to wait. I can't allow him to see me. Not in this manner. I sprint. I dash down the steps. My feet move quickly. I nearly trip. My face is burning. My chest is filled with shame. It shouldn't happen like this. The secret ought to remain that way. I get to my door. My hands tremble a lot. The key won't fit. I make 3 attempts. I enter at last. I forcefully shut the door. I rest against it. I breathe quickly. Was I noticed by him? Is he aware? Will he find me odd? Will he tell others? I spend the entire day indoors. I don't go out. I go into hiding. It gets dark. I prepare dinner. However, I am unable to eat. I feel terrible to my stomach. Today, everything went wrong. A fresh letter arrives at night. It is slid under my door by someone. It's a good paper. The writing is meticulous. I sat on the floor as it begins. To my friend. I took my time reading each word. To my friend, it reads, I want to thank you, not just for today, for everything, for the soup, for the tea, for the medicine. You helped me live again. You helped me hope again. I do not know your name, but I know your heart. It is good and kind. Please do not feel shame. Please do not run. I understand secrets. I understand fear. Take your time. When you are ready, we can meet. Until then, I am grateful. Your friend, Bobby. I shed a few tears. I then grin. My face is streaming with tears. It warms my heart. He gets it. He doesn't pass judgment. He doesn't exert pressure. He's waiting on me. The letter goes on. The fruit is perfect. The grapes are sweet. Thank you again. Please know this. You are not alone either. I carefully fold the letter. I placed it among the others. Now there are 30 letters. Every single one is priceless. I'll be courageous tomorrow. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. I might say hello. Perhaps I'll grin. Tiny steps. Now, the secret is different. It transforms into something fresh, something genuine, something positive. I make a decision on Thursday afternoon. I head upstairs. I'm at Bobby's door. I knock. My hand trembles. However, I knock 3 times. He lets the door open. There's surprise in his eyes. After that, they soften. Hello, he says. Hello, I say. Can we talk? Yes, he replies. Please, come in. I enter. The fragrance of books permeates his apartment. The walls are white. There are pictures all over the place, images of his spouse. We head to his kitchen. It's a wooden table. There are 2 chairs waiting. The window lets in late sunlight. He brews tea. He moves his hands slowly. He sets down 2 mugs. Steam rises. We sip hot tea. We don't start talking. Soft noises come from the clock. Outside, birds sing. Finally, I reveal the truth. I am the neighbor, I declare. He nods and says, the one who leaves things. He is already aware. However, he lets me talk. I left the notes and the soup, the tea every Sunday, the medicine that night. Everything was me. He pays attention. He doesn't pass judgment. His eyes remain kind. His expression remains composed. He asks, why? It's a gentle term. I'm just wondering. I talk about my mom. The words are spoken gently. She died 3 years ago, I reply. My voice shakes as I say, cancer took her. It was slow and hard. I pause. I take a breath. Then I go on. I miss her every day, I declare. The house was so quiet. Just like yours. He responds, I am sorry. After she died, I was alone, I reply. Now I start crying. No one brought me soup. No one left me notes. I don't stop them. When I heard you that morning, when you cried, I knew that sound. I knew that pain. I could not knock on your door, I reply. I was too afraid, but I could leave small things. They were not small, he replies. They were everything. The space felt secure. We discuss my mother and his wife. We are able to communicate with one another. Pain knows pain, I respond. Thank you for seeing the real me, he responds. Thank you for understanding, I reply. He displays a tiny wooden box to me. He cautiously opens it. I can see all of my notes inside. He kept all of them. They helped me live, he claims. This box is my treasure. It is proof that kindness exists. I wonder, what happens now? We take slow steps, he explains. We are friends first. Maybe we plant a new rose, I reply. He grinned. Yes, a new rose for new beginnings. We purchase a pink rose on Saturday. We head over to his balcony. Together, we filled the pot with soil. We are kind. The rose is green and tall. Mrs. Miller passes underneath. She smiles as she glances up. We now spend Sundays together. We tend to the rose. We look out for one another. Although we are both lonely, our loneliness has decreased. A secret is sometimes only the start.
To be honest, him keeping every single note in that wooden box wrecked me. All those little things, the soup, the rose, just leading to a quiet cup of tea. Kathy loved so quietly. hoping nobody notices. Do you know someone like that? Tell me below, and I'll read them all. Thank you so much for subscribing to the English Stories, and see you in the next video.